I'm Leah Mott. I was born in 1861 in Iowa to the Smiths. In 1877, I married William Stratham. We had 2 boys. Not sure if he died or if we divorced. I then moved western to Washington, I think on the search for a male presence in my boy's life. There I met Leah Mott. His family had owned laundry facilities. We at some point in the 1900 or 1901 moved to Missoula. We purchased Troy Steam. Troy Steam was in my name. And in late part of 1902, my husband went to the Dakotas to find financing for his portion of the business. Lewis many times had left on these week or month-long sojourns to find financing, always returning quite morphine addicted and consumed by alcohol. On January 4th, 1903, he returned. He was quite angry that I had sold what was to be his portion to the Jones brothers. Quite enraged, he went downtown, found himself a revolver, and returned after threatening me, which so many times he did, to shoot me 5 times. I fell down the back stairs. My 9-year-old daughter watched what had happened and was one of the reasons that he was killed by hanging by the gallows, because she, Alice, had testified during the trial to the account of what had happened. I believe that I'm a very strong woman, 4 children. When on my deathbed, I did ask that nobody hold ill will toward Lewis, because he was a man taken to the drug and drink. I requested on my deathbed that my daughter Alice go live with my sister in Denver and my family in Iowa take Ethel. Nobody knows what happened to Ethel. After 1910, there are no counts for her. Alice did live in Denver and grew up. My son, from my oldest son from my first marriage, William, he is buried next to me, as well as his wife, my daughter-in-law, and their baby, Alice. They had another child that went on to grow up to full age. That's it. Any questions? Lewis is buried way over there. His request was to be buried by me. That didn't happen because my eldest spoke up for me, which was kind of a nice thing. One of the interesting things about Lewis back in that time, it was very customary that at a hanging, that trinkets from the scene, the rope was cut up and given out to the bystanders. His request was that not happen. So his is the first account of the rope that he was hung with was actually burned. Back then, people would trade that as, gossipy stuff. So his was burned. He was jerked to Jesus, as they called it. The type of hanging that was accomplished was the type where not only when he came down, but there's a 400-pound weight that swung. So if he didn't die on the jerking up, he died on the jerking down. So they got him good. I'm not happy about that or anything. I think that she is a great, strong woman behind a very weak man. And I'm sure many of us ladies have been in situations like that before. So I think I'm a champion for Leah and having her story told. So that's it.